Hi, welcome to the Limber 11 routine. It's a warm-up routine or a mobility stretching and rolling routine that you can do at home. You just need a foam roller, a lacrosse ball, so a solid rubber ball, nothing like a tennis ball, I think it'll squish too much, but just something that you can roll out on, and somewhere like something like a bench or somewhere you can sit on and do some stretches later on, you'll see. So 11 movements, go through this and you'll feel much better, you'll feel more mobile. It's a great routine to do before sessions, before you come to sessions. And also if you're feeling stiff. So yeah, give it a go, let us know how you get on. So for the first movement, it's an IT band roll. The IT band is a tight fibrous band that runs from hip down to knee. Some runners get really tight ITBs and it will actually affect the knee or the hip or both. You can roll down, very painful, but to roll down, put your full weight through, all the way up and down the leg, to get any of the tension out of that IT band. Secondly, get an adductor roll, so that is part of the quad. You actually try and lay at an angle and try and roll out that area there. Again, it's going to be quite sore to do laying down on the floor. Thirdly, it's a glute rollout, sitting on this ball on one side of your buttock. So it's going to be pretty painful for a lot of people. You can just sit on that ball. Next up, bent knee cross. Nice slow controlled stretch. Focus on the lower back as well, making sure the angle of the legs is 90 degrees. I'll do a couple of angles for this. Next up is a roll to V-sit. So that is trying to get the legs as far as possible and roll over through. Two angles to show you this as well. Next up is the rocking frog stretch. Sounds like a fun stretch. Believe me, it's quite painful. Next up is the fire hydrant hip circles. This next stretch is based on the mountain climber. You've done some of these potentially in sessions, and the stretch itself as well.
The next stretch is a Cossack squat. Quite tough for most people to get really low. Just support yourself on the floor if needed.
Next up, we're going to do a seated piriformis stretch to get part of the glute, okay?
Finally, we're going to do a rear foot elevated hip stretch.
So those are the limber 11 movements. Again, okay, you need some tools to do some of these. You can also do some of them body weight. Appreciate some of the flexibility levels may not let you get into certain positions. Give it a go, try and increase your mobility slowly by putting these into your weekly routine.